So good day everyone. We are here today to present our timekeeping system integrated with payroll. So the first presenter will be Batilo. Let's proceed.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Batilo. First, let's go to our login page. For this system, we have two types of user, which is the admin, staff, manager, and employee. For the login page, to distinguish the admin and user, we have already declared the account for the admin in the database. As for the employee, if it doesn't have an account yet, they can just click the hyperlink text below for them to register and create an account. Then we proceed to the login. Um, let's proceed to the employee user login. First, type your username, password, and then click login. Then after that, we go to the login user profile. At the profile, at the employee profile, you can see the employee ID, last name, first name, middle name, gender, employee type, and the division. On the second tab,
Next.
you can see the account details. You can see the basic rate or pay, hours work, and overtime, and deduction.
Next. So click the attendance. So in this form, employee will check their attendance by clicking the time in or time out button, which enables the user to record its attendance, and it will also reflect to the system in which the manager can control. Successfully typed in. It will reflect in the database, which we will see in the admin form later. So next, in the file leave form, file leave. This is where an employee will file its leave or absence, wherein they will be able to select and indicate the reason to leave or absent. Types of leave. Reason maybe lagay mo yung place. Barangay. Then it will send to the admin form, which wherein they will wait for if the admin will approve or decline their request. So it has also a future notification that if an employee logs in late, it will pop up and says you're late. So that's all for our employee dashboard logout. Now we will proceed to the admin staff manager page.
Let's proceed to the login of admin. Enter the username and password and click the login. The first dashboard in the admin is the employee. This form will display the employee's information where the admin can input the employee's ID, last name, first name, middle name, gender, employee type, and division. The add button insert the information into the employee list and save it to the database. The update button is used to modify or edit an existing record in the database. When the admin clicks the clear button, all input fields will be reset to their default values. The delete button is used to remove an existing record from the database. Once clicked, a confirmation message will appear to ensure the user intends to delete the record. Next. Account. This form will display the employee's information where the admin can input the employee ID, basic rate, pay, hours work, overtime, and deduction, such as SSS, PhilHealth, and tax. Once the information is entered, the add button will store the data in the employee's account in the database. Let's proceed to the employee attendance. To record an employee attendance, the admin is required to input the employee ID and then click the time in or time out button. This action will automatically display the recorded time in the data grid view and save it to the database. Next.
Next is the attendance report. The attendance report will show the different details, including the employee's complete name, log date, time in, morning status, time out, afternoon status, and total working hours, all of which are entered by the administrator. Furthermore, the report provides daily, weekly, and monthly records for better tracking and management. Next is the scheduling form. In this scheduling form, the admin or manager can control and add a specific schedule for each employee. Wherein they have to enter first the specific employee ID, then select the shift type such as morning, afternoon, or graveyard. Next, after if the employee has already a schedule, it will prompt us they have already the schedule. After clicking the add button, it will automatically give the start and end time schedule for that employee. It will also reflect in the data grid shown at the form. Next is the leave form. In this form, the admin or a manager can assign, accept, and reject an employee request of leave by giving the specific employee ID, selecting the type of leave type, and just as sick, vacation, and etc. Select leave data schedule, and after that will the save button, it will now save in the database. In data grid table, if the manager select a specific column, if they wanted to approve or just want to click, it will automatically be updated. Next.
Next is payroll. What is payroll? Payroll is to compute the average salary of the employee. First is fill up the employee name. Next is rate per hour. Next is hours per day. And the next is number of days worked. And next to fill up is the ad hoc. The first is annual bonus. The annual bonus. Next is the incentives. Next is the midterm bonus. In the midterm bonus, you can compute, click the button compute to see the average salary of the employee, gross salary, deduction, and the net salary. Next button is payslip. Here's in payslip. You can fill up the employee ID first. Next, the name. Next is the basic pay. Next is gross amount. And you can add the tax. And click add. And after that, you can see in the table declared. So the next thing you to do is to click the print button. Uh, this is the total information of the payslip of the employee. And you come back. Next is reports. So is what is to see the in reports? The employee ID, start time, end time, and the name. You can see the employee ID, start time, and end time, and the full name of the employee. If you want to print the employee information of the reports, so you can click the start time and print. So you can see the result of the information of the employee reports. These are all the reports, the insights of our timekeeping system. So thank you all for watching this video.